Franklin D. Roosevelt is the only US president ever elected 4 times. How did he pull that off? Today, we'll break down the reasons why America trusted him through the Great Depression, through World War II, and beyond. In 1932, when Roosevelt first ran, the country was collapsing under the Great Depression. Unemployment was sky high, banks were failing, and families were losing everything. Roosevelt promised a New Deal, and when he got into office, he delivered with programs like Social Security, public works jobs, and banking reforms. People felt real change, and that made him incredibly popular. But it wasn't just policies. Roosevelt had charisma. Through his famous fireside chats on the radio, he spoke directly to millions of Americans in their homes. He explained complex problems in simple words, building trust and hope. People felt like FDR understood them personally, and that connection made them loyal. He also built what's called the New Deal Coalition. This was a powerful political base of working-class Americans, African Americans, immigrants, farmers, and unions. It gave the Democratic Party dominance for decades, and it kept Roosevelt unbeatable in elections. At the same time, his Republican opponents struggled to offer real solutions. They were often seen as out of touch with ordinary people, while Roosevelt was delivering relief. That contrast made it easier for him to win again and again. Now, before Roosevelt, presidents only served 2 terms. That was the tradition set by George Washington. But in 1940, with the world on the brink of war, Americans wanted stability. They trusted Roosevelt more than anyone else, so he ran for a 3rd term and won. By 1944, the US was deep in World War II. Again, the people chose continuity over change. They re-elected Roosevelt for a 4th time to finish the fight. His leadership was seen as essential to victory, even though his health was failing. And through it all, Roosevelt's personal story inspired people. Despite being paralyzed from polio, he projected strength, determination, and confidence. Americans admired his resilience, and it made his leadership even more powerful. So why was Roosevelt elected 4 times? Because in America's darkest moments, the Great Depression and World War II, people believed in him. His charisma, his policies, his coalition, and his steady hand gave Americans hope. And after his presidency, the US passed the 22nd Amendment, officially limiting presidents to 2 terms, making Roosevelt's 4-time presidency truly one of a kind.